you're not a member of BAS, you do not know the deliberations that happened or the reasons why these parties chose to discipline their members.
I have an affidavit from one of the members confirming it was the reason.
I'm asking you, were you there? Were you part of the deliberations?
I wasn't there.
Thank you. Mheshimiwa Josephat.
Yes.
There's your fellow members of the assembly, and I will name two of them. Kaume Faith Kananu.
Yes.
There's another member called Kiambi Ngaruni.
Yes.
And those members are not supporting this impeachment motion or did not support it.
Yes.
And you will agree with me that they were not de-whipped from their committees.
Yes.
Thank you. So, Mr. Mheshimiwa Josephat, it must follow, therefore, that the de-whipping you talk about on paragraph 11 had nothing to do with supporting or not supporting the motion.
I'll leave that to the discretion of the senators.
Mr. Josephat.
Yes.
Mheshimiwa, you will agree with me that members of parliament have no supervisory role over MCAs.
Agreed.
You will agree with me that a member of parliament cannot force an MCA to vote one way or another way on a matter before the assembly.
But can influence.
Mr. Josephat, ultimately, every MCA is free to make their own choice in the assembly, right?
Right.
Thank you. Have you identified the specific members of parliament that you say influenced or forced you or your fellow members?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Where, which paragraph of your affidavit?
Not in the affidavit.
Thank you.
But one of them was here yesterday as a witness.
Which paragraph of your affidavit have you identified those members?
No.
Are you there?
Yes, I am.
You say you received calls from other leaders within Meru to support the impeachment motion in order to restore dignity and respect of Meru as a county, right?
Exactly.
Have you adduced any evidence to show that you indeed received these calls?
Not contained in this document, but factual.
Have you disclosed the maker of the said calls in your affidavit?
Not in the affidavit.
Have you attached any call log or any screenshot to show that you indeed received these calls?
Not attached.
Thank you. You have talked about incentive of 15 million being increased to 30 million.
Yes.
Have you provided any evidence that any member was offered, let alone accepted, this incentive?
I have not provided.
Thank you. Let us go to your allegation on a WhatsApp group being created.
Yes.
What is the very last sentence on paragraph 9 of your affidavit?
I'm there.
Can you read the very last sentence of paragraph 9?
A WhatsApp group to organize and discuss the impeachment was formed in which we were left out.
You were left out?
Yes.
You are not members of that WhatsApp group?
Exactly.
So, how can you come to this house and say that it was established to discuss impeachment if you are not privy to whatever discussions were happening there?
We have friends who are members of the group, members of the county assembly, who can tell you what is going on as friends.
And have those friends produced any screenshots or any evidence?
No.
Thank you. On paragraph 10 of your affidavit,
I'm there.
you talk about several meetings. Have you provided the dates, venues, or minutes of those meetings?
Not provided.
Thank you. Let us go to paragraph 12 of your affidavit.
I'm there.
You will confirm that you were not present
I have
at the
confirmed.
assembly
Yes.
when this impeachment motion was being discussed.
Yes.
You also proceed to allege that you sent someone to test waters or something.
Yes.
Have you called that person here to testify to that effect?
He has not been called.
Thank you. Wouldn't that person have been the person to be called to confirm these allegations?
We have the OB through which he reported the matter.
Has it been produced in your affidavit, sir?
No.
Thank you. In that, I find this paragraph 12 of your affidavit very interesting.
Yes.
How many members of the assembly are there, Meru County Assembly?
69.
69.
Yes.
How many members were present during the discussion of the motion?
59.
And in paragraph 12, the very last sentence of paragraph 12, can you read it for the Senate?
We ended up staying away after 10 members. Away the 10 members after the others and they carved into intimidation and crossed over.
So it is your testimony that 10 members stayed away? That is correct?
Yes.
And 59 members were in the house?
Yes.
So this allegation that there was someone who was sent and got beaten and whatnot and other stories is just a fabrication.
It's not a story.
Mr. Muna, mathematics tells me that 59 plus 10 makes 69.
Exactly.
If 10 stayed away and 59 were in the house, where is the extra 70th member coming from that is being sent to test the waters?
Extra what?
The 70th member that is being sent to test the waters.
Mathematics also informs me that one was out of the 10. He was beaten, he didn't get in. That makes them 10. 59 plus 10 is 69.
Bwana Josephat, confirm that the functions of a member of the county assembly are legislation and oversight.
They are.
Confirm that impeachment is one of the oversight measures that the House can take.
It is.
Confirm that there is no member of the National Assembly who has a vote at the county assembly.
Confirmed.
Okay. My second last question to you, Bwana Muna. I want you to look at our volume 4. Page 3 of our volume 4. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Are you there?
I am.
Confirm that your name appears on that page.
It does.
What number is your name?
59.
And your signature?
It is.
And your ID number?
Exactly.
Wanamuna, in accordance to your standing orders,
Yes.
and specifically just give me a moment when I speak, I'm sorry. You are conversant with your standing orders?
Yes, I am.
And specifically standing order number 65? That is where standing order number 65 starts.
Yes.
I want us to go to page 265.
I'm there.
And I want you to read for me standing order number 65-4.
65-4. And I read, when the order for the motion is read, the Speaker shall refuse to allow the member to move the motion unless the Speaker is satisfied that the member is supported by at least a third of all the members of the Assembly to move the motion, provided that within the 7 days' notice, the clerk shall cause to be prepared and deposited in his office a list of all members of the Assembly with an open space against each name for purposes of spreading signatures, which list shall be entitled signatures in support of a motion for the removal of Meru County Governor by impeachment.
And you confirm that it is pursuant to order 65-4, or rather 65-4 was adhered to, and that is why you signed, where you have said you signed.
Yes.
From the reading of order 65-4, it is not possible for a member to be coerced or forced to sign.
It is possible.
Were you coerced?
Yes, I was.
Have you produced any evidence that you were?
In the affidavit, it is mentioned.
Which paragraph?
Number 6. And also number 8.
You say that you received calls instructing you or urging you or whatever.
Receiving calls is a way.
Where does it say in this affidavit that you are forced to sign?
Do you know the content of the calls?
Where does it say that you are forced?
In the calls.
Sorry?
In the calls.
Can you read 65-5? Order 65-5?
(65-5), and I read, any signature appended to the list as provided under paragraph 4 shall not be withdrawn.
Are you aware, sir, that you cannot run away from a document that you have signed in law?
Yes.
Are you aware, sir, that a signature appended under Order 65 cannot be withdrawn, just like you've read?
Yes.
I put it to you, Bwana Muna, that you signed in support of the impeachment motion, a signature which is irrevocable, no less. And then when you were taken to Masai Mara with the other 9 members, is when you decided to change your mind.
The Masai Mara story, I've heard it from you.
Mr. Speaker, I will yield some of my time to my colleague Kawira. I'm done with my cross-examination.
Honorable Speaker and the Honorable Senators, my name is Kawira. I have not more than 3 questions for the witness. Mr. Muna?
Yes.
From the video that was played,
Yes.
you said that the captions that are written in that video are part of the video.
Yes.
Are the speakers in that video speaking in English or the Meru language?
Kemeru language.
How then can the English captions be part of the video?
Any language can be translated.
So it is a translation.
It is.
It is not part of the video.
Now, a translation is not part.
Previously, you said it is part of the video. Now you're saying it is a translation. So
Let me make it clear.
Which? Is it a translation or it is part of the video?
Let me make it clear. For the Senate to understand the language, it has to be translated. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Do the cameras capture captions? If you take a recording, for example, of the proceedings hearing, will the cameras include the subtitles?
I'm not a professional photographer, I don't know.
Okay. You voluntarily went to the clerk's office to sign the verification form?
Not voluntarily.
Not voluntarily?
Yes.
But you went to the clerk's office?
Yes.
Who coerced you to go to the clerk's office to
I
sign?
have answered that from the previous questions.
Were you pushed to the clerk's office?
What do you understand by
Were you
coercion?
carried there or did you walk to the clerk's office to sign?
I walked.
You walked?
Yes.
Voluntarily or you were pushed?
Involuntarily.
Who coerced you then?
I've seen there were calls.
You were coerced by a phone call to go and sign?
You can.
And you say that you represent the people of, is it Ntima West Nyakist?
Nyakist.
So your people should believe you to say that you were coerced through a phone call and that independently you cannot make a decision on your own on whether to sign or not to sign.
Bwana Council, we have seen politicians dying in the course of duty. Do they die voluntarily out of politics? No.
You will confirm that nonetheless you signed.
Nonetheless, I signed involuntarily.
And your signature cannot be withdrawn.
It can't.
Okay. You talked of inducements
Yes.
to members, and you mentioned that Mr. Kimathi was sent to you. Is that anywhere in your affidavit?
It is not.
It is not in your affidavit. Is this Masai Mara trip that you went to part of the inducement that was offered to you?
I have earned it from you.
Very well. That is all in cross-examination, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor. The Council for the Governor, do you have any re-examination to do?
Yes, I do, Mr. Speaker, sir. Very few questions for this witness in re-exam. I want you to confirm that you understand the Kimeru language being your mother tongue.
I do very well.
Very well. So, despite the subtitles and the translations,
Yes,
even without them, you are able to tell the Senate what was said.
exactly.
What you confirmed to have been said is the exact words that were uttered by the people we saw in the video?
I'm saying what is being uttered there is completely what is in the translation.
Thank you. You have been told that you've been given an infamous message that appears at page 17.
Yes.
Do you still have that?
It was in
here?
volume.
I believe it's volume 2. You have been told that
Yes.
transaction confirms that the governor conducted some violations before
Yes.
August.
Yes.
Kindly, I want you to look at the specific item that you referred to, appearing as page 17.
Yes, I'm there.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Read for us the date.
It is dated 1st July 2022.
1st July 2022.
Yes.
Was Governor Kawira the governor by 1st of July 2022?
No.
Is that an issue that can be attributed to her?
No.
Thank you. And in any case, Mheshimiwa, what you're testifying is as to the good working relationship with the governor.
It is.
Was that your testimony?
Yes.
And how long did that good working relationship last, to the best of your assessment?
It must have lasted somewhere between February this year up to September this year. That is a period of 7 months.
Thank you. You are also not a member of BAS or UDA. I'm
not.
But how did you come across information that members of these two parties had been de-whipped?
It was communicated in the county assembly through the normal sittings.
Were you present when that communication was done?
I wasn't, but Frida Naito, Honorable, told us that it has been communicated.
Are the records of the House accessible to you?
They are.
Once a communication is done in the House, is it information that you can access?
But when this honorable member, nominated UDA member, was de-whipped, they refused to give her the official document to show that she has been de-whipped, but she was removed from committees and replaced as the vice chair of the water committee.
Was that communication done to the county assembly of Meru?
It was done, but no official document was given to her for fear that it will be used as an evidence in this Senate.
It was also your testimony that you got instructions and coercion on phone.
Yes.
Compelling you to tender your signature.
Yes.
In support of the impeachment motion?
Exactly.
Did you eventually exercise your free will by withdrawing from the support, by not voting or absconding from voting for the motion?
I would have voted in support, not supporting the impeachment that day, but me and some other 9 members could not access the county assembly of Meru simply because the atmosphere was changed and goods were hired to harass us.
You have been told about a Masai Mara trip.
Yes.
Are you aware of any Masai Mara trip?
I've heard it from the council here.
Did you go to Masai Mara?
I didn't.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, sir, that is all for this witness. Unless honorable members have a question, I would be glad to call my next witness with your guidance.
Now, honorable senators, we have about 5 minutes to seek clarifications or questions from this witness. Honorable Karungo.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Kinyua, I know at the County Assembly of Meru, there are 3 modes of voting. That is yes, no, or abstinence, just like the Senate and the National Parliament. Now, you said you abstained, yet you have told us that you are not able to access Parliament because one of you was attacked. Does that mean you are able to access Meru County Assembly later before the voting done, or can you clarify on that?
Now, my initial plan, and that of other 9 members making it 10, was to be in the assembly to oppose the impeachment motion. Once we couldn't get into the assembly, that means we were absent. Maybe I've mixed up the term of being absent and abstinence.
Senator Enoch Wambua.
I thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I will seek 3 very quick clarifications. First is just for Josephat to clarify which political party he was elected on. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, according to the report of the resolution of the County Assembly of Meru on the impeachment,
59 MCAs voted to impeach the governor. 10 did not vote. We wouldn't know how they would have voted if they voted. So all members present and voting voted against the governor. Is it your testimony in this House that all the 59 members of the County Assembly of Meru who voted to impeach the governor were coerced or induced to take the vote that they did? The second last is, you make very serious allegations in your affidavit on paragraph 7 that the DG tried to induce you. What is the evidence? And you make reference to several other members. Who are these members? Because people have names. You were called by the DG with several others. Who are these people that you are called with? And where's the evidence that he tried to induce you? Because these are serious matters you're dealing with. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, honorable senators, I am a member of Party of National Unity, PNU. Now, when we say that 10 were not, could not access the presence of the assembly, I mean, were they to be there, I believe they would have voted otherwise. The 59 of them who were present in the assembly that day and voted yes, I cannot say that all of them were coerced. I am drawing my conclusion from the talk that we had before the voting day. And I know the talk that majority of them had, given a free will, they would not have impeached the governor. Finally, in your questions, when I say the deputy governor made calls, you're telling me to name specific people or members of county assembly to whom he called. But I can assert that he called all of them in an effort to get a support from them with a promise to increase ward fund from 15 million to 30 million.
Senator Samson Cherargei.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So mine is to our good friend Mheshimiwa. Just two quick clarification. You have told this House that you were not able to access the county assembly. Did you report to any police station, or do you have evidence to that effect, including the phone calls? If you can table. Finally, I can see your signature is number 59. And in Standing Order 65.5, the Meru County Assembly.
Mr. Speaker, we have just tested this video minutes ago.
Where's the sound broadcasting?
The sound was perfect. I do not know what is happening. Minutes ago it was working. Mr. Speaker, sir, I seek your directions on this. This video has been tested minutes ago. The sound was perfect.
Broadcast, I don't know what seems to be the problem, or IT. Is this a video we can actually view? Council,
Yes.
could you send one of your colleagues upstairs to the broadcast to see if they can
Sure.
work
One of
on
my
the video?
colleagues has gone up there.
Okay.
Perhaps we can then play KMV 17 as we wait for that video to be sorted. KMV 17.
Sound. IT, are we going to have a problem with all the videos?
Ndio. Na kwa sababu mimi nikiangalia naona yeye atakuwa gavana wa Meru. Sasa kijana, basi kijana kidogo, kijana ambaye anaweza lipa ndeni ya watu. Anaweza kukalia kiti.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I am inclined to register my dissatisfaction with the
Sorry,
technical
Council,
team.
are
Yes.
you in a position to move to maybe a different point as we wait for IT to handle the matter of the
This
videos?
witness, Mr. Speaker, sir, is only supposed to testify on what transpired on 14th of October, and the only piece of evidence that we rely on is those two videos. So then I will have no use for this witness if those videos are not effectively played.
Okay. IT or somebody from broadcast, can you have send somebody to give us an indication of what the problem is?
Mr. Speaker, sir,
Sasa tunataka hata umeangalia kama gava ng'ombe iteta kunyorujite naye kou kenda meru etambere ana betu baratu kuthomithia bakara bwega ilasima meru egite atia igwatanire ngithira yari SMCA be ankwenda kuga twembunge meru batu tukaenda sauti tukwena arua ankwenda kuga twembunge meru batu tukaenda sauti emwe na tutongere twi munene wetu witwa mthi konturi nturi. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Ni untu inya ng'ombe iteta kunyorujite naye kou kenda meru etambere
Honorable Senator, kindly take your seats.
kuthomithia bakara bwega ilasima meru egite
Let's pause the video first. Sorry for that. We have to ensure that the videos we're playing are of quality so that we can be able to follow through. Yes, Council, you may now proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. May we then have the video replayed from the beginning?
Na antukwena arua ankwenda kuga twembunge meru batu tukaenda sauti emwe na tutongere twi munene wetu witwa mthi konturi nturi. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Ni untu inya ng'ombe iteta kunyorujite naye.
Kindly pause the video. Can you identify the person making the speech?
Yes, that is the Speaker of the Meru County Assembly.
What has he just said in that video?
He has said that they want a Linda, and that Linda will be Mutekalenture, CS, and Grigasha. Yes.
Can we proceed with the video? Kindly play the video.
Kenda meru etambere ana betu baratu kuthomithia bakara bwega ilasima meru egite atia igwatanire ngithira yari SMCA be yabonde kaire ure kirwa njara ya korwa njuri ncheke tuendelia chapter yetu haraka MCA je ni puinde kambo kalono kambo kindo watokea ndo bamata
Confirm that the speaker is inviting MCAs into the podium.
Yeah, he is inviting all the MCAs who are there or who are present.
Thank you. Let's proceed.
Ntomorome akuama aitie olo ntomorome awande tana ntomorome ndekinyeta ntomorome mongo aroma barawa ho
Thank you. Kindly pause. There is a story the elder is giving of a woman. What is he saying about that woman?
He is saying that there was a woman that is long ago who was circumcising men. And there came a time, after circumcising men for a long time, there came a time when he asked one of the men to bed so that she could sit on his back and circumcise men sitting on a man.
That story is meant to talk about a woman who oppresses men. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
Kindly, let's proceed.
Kendra baita korwa ndo baita korwa bate keye kwebe no jeriete kene gorie nkawa okay ya kwedra ekonka bidha biandwa tore akorwa meru okay ya kwedra ya okay derwa wato garotere bato kya ko dai mano to ka wate gerumi.
Can you explain, pause the video and explain what that elder has told the MCS?
What he has told the MCS is that if there is anybody who is going to go against what the elders will tell them to do, will be cast. And those are the ones which straight away makes that one an oath.
Thank you. Let us proceed with the video. There is a specific, kindly pause. He says, Imochietio. What does that mean in Kimeru?
It is an oath that you are taking.
The Meru word for oath is what? Muchietio.
Yes.
Is that what he has said?
Yes.
Kindly let us proceed.
Okay, ya kwedru wote ta safari kwa takasiona kwenda kuita tu kwa kidari mo uchoke nyuma. Na kuma namba umesabu nere ameru. Jori ne korie. Muge na gwe. O mieni ta dira jambo dia to meri na mutano ke ta dira jambo ri kenda to kombo anjuri. Nai muye to morome. Na ka ya kono to ara uga bo kodo kai bodoki. Ate ata manto dela to akrokia na ruwe. Ija guitamero o kombo.
Kindly pause the video. The elder is giving very specific threats on that curse that will befall upon MCS.
Yes.
What is he saying that will happen to the MCS if they go against what the declaration?
He is telling them that if they go against the oath that he is about to administer, that curse will follow them to their homes.
Thank you. Let us proceed.
Eria irikiura madambua ena nainjo guataniro yawe darimwa ena mbie darimwa eneria eria irikiura eba darimwa ena nainjo.
Is the elder spilling some, I don't even know what to call them.
Some stuff.
You will tell us what that is. Is the elder sin spilling some stuff to the MCS?
Yes.
What is that?
Actually, I cannot tell what the stuff that one is because I did not go near. You know, there was security there. Those who were allowed to go there were those senior people. They were the ones who were near. So I don't know whether it was honey or it was honey mixed with something else. I cannot tell.
What does Njorincheke use for that kind of oathing?
That kind of oathing, sometimes, you see, in any oathing, Njorincheke uses blood. Uses blood because an animal has to be slaughtered so that you perform an oathing. And the special thing that we have in Meru, which is undertaken by Njorincheke, is the Kidiri oathing, where an animal is killed. And there are things that I cannot say because they are said to those people who have been initiated into Njorincheke.
Thank you. Can we play video number KMV17? KMV17, kindly. Kindly video KMV17.
Sasa tunataka kumuuliza mzee Kiraitu aje hapa. Ndiye alikuwa kinipeni wa Meru kisiasa, sasa amestahafu. Tunataka yeye sasa atupatie yule sasa ataongoza sisi kama wa Meru. Kwa hivyo sasa tunataka hata umetuangalia kama governor, sasa tunataka utuletee kiongozi ambaye sasa atachukua nafasi yako kuwa kiongozi wetu wa Meru. Wewe ndio utatuonyesha ni nani.
Sasa nataka akuje akae kwa hii kiti nilikuwa napewa, hata wewe kaa hapa. Ili no ntune mwana onjuri. Ndawa gitije na tutetherie tumwikerie mata. Sidio? Na kwa sababu mimi nikiangalia naona yeye atakuwa gavana wa Meru. Sasa kijana, wewe si kijana kidogo, ni kijana ambaye anaweza lipa ndeni ya baba yake. Anaweza kukalia kiti ya baba yake kama baba yake hayuko, lakini akiwa na baraka za baba yake, si muasi, si mpinduzi. Mbele ya wajumbe wa Meru ambayo wanatugambira kule Linjiko, wako hapa wakishuhudia na chiamani wao na waziri ulokaraga nyumba ya witho wa thirikari. Mbele yao na Arua na mbele ya Njorincheke ya Meru, ugote mwana kaire uitegemeo ya Meru. Wewe ni tegemeo kutoka leo. Ondobo tuina maono na tutethio tuite aibune. Thank you. Umeambiwa wewe ndio tegemeo letu na kurubanjuri bonde bakuona nandi na rameto yetu yagitete yerekerete.
Thank you. You can post that video. Mr. Adrian.
Yes.
According to your assessment of that video, and first of all confirm, the young gentleman that has been introduced into the podium and sat on that stool. Who is that gentleman?
That is our deputy governor or the deputy governor of Meru County.
What is he told to do, or why is he being invited in front?
They are crowning him to take the position of the governor.
So they are crowning him, installing him as the governor of Meru?
Yes.
To take over leadership?
Yes.
In that meeting, you are able to see other leaders in Meru?
Yes.
Is that the same function where the MCAs were present?
Yes.
The same day?
Yes.
Finally, Mr. Adrian, did the elders in that function who are presiding over that function had the blessing of the Njorincheke Council of Elders to conduct that function?
Actually, no. The answer is no. Because Njorincheke members got annoyed. That was on a Saturday, and on Monday, we went to Uru. That is the headquarters of the 3 sub-counties, that is the whole Tigania. And we denounced what happened at Nchiru. And we said we will even go to cleanse that shrine, because what happened there is not what should happen in a shrine. Because a shrine is a holy place. It is a holy place. Even you cannot even kill an animal there. You cannot initiate a person into Njorincheke in that shrine. You are not allowed.
Lastly, is the Njorincheke Council of Elders opposed to Governor Kawira's leadership in any way?
No.
Has it in any way advised her removal from office?
No.
That is all for this witness, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Counsel for the County Assembly, your witness for cross-examination.
Right Honorable Speaker, my name is Maranya, Counsel for the County Assembly. I will take the witness through the cross-examination. Bwana Royeru.
Yes.
For how long have you been the chairman of, as you have said in your paragraph number 1, the chairman of the caucus of Njorincheke Council of Elders of the Ameru community? For how long have you been?
I think it's that position.
When were you elected, in other words?
I think 2 weeks ago.
Or 2 weeks ago?
Mm.
That is after that meeting or before the meeting?
After that meeting, but I had other positions in Njorincheke.
Were you conveniently appointed for purposes of your evidence today?
No.
Will I be right to say so?
No.
You have also said that you've been holding other positions of Njorincheke.
Yes.
So, just to confirm, were you elected after the impeachment motion was tabled in the County Assembly?
No, because...
When were you elected? When it is when the actual date?
I think, it's just...
You were elected after the impeachment motion was tabled in the County Assembly.
I think so.
I'll be mindful of time because I'm on time.
It's okay.
Will it be true for me to say that you are elected, therefore, for purposes of your statement today, so that you come under capacity of Njorincheke's chairman?
No, because I could have come even as a mere member of Njorincheke.
But does the Njorincheke have its hierarchy of in respect to communication?
Yeah.
Does any person, can any member of Njorincheke communicate on behalf of the entire group?
Yes.
Anybody?
Anybody, because in the olden days, there were no leaders of Njorincheke. There were juries, or the wise men, who were the leaders of Njorincheke. It is just recently when we started now having chairmen of the houses, chairmen of locations, chairmen of donations.
And it's your evidence that nowadays you have to speak through your officials. That's your evidence?
No.
You said in the past there wasn't.
There wasn't, and even now, there is nobody who is senior than the other one, even though we use their titles, even that title that I am using. It cannot make me the spokesman of Jorin Cheke.
Very well noted. You are the oath. As you speak, you are the oath.
Yes.
And you said you are a member of Jorin Cheke.
Yes.
You have vowed to speak the truth.
Yes.
Are you conflicted in this whole scenario? Does your son-in-law work for Meru County government as a chief officer?
Yes. I have children.
I have asked, does your son-in-law?
Yes.
Could you state his name? To this or it? What is his name? What is the son-in-law? What is the name of your son-in-law who works as a chief officer in the county government of Meru?
It's Akwalu Mugambi.
Victor Akwalu Mugambi. Could I be right to say that you are here just to protect the impeachment of the governor and by extension protect the loss of job of your son-in-law?
No. Reason being, I have to say the reason. Reason being that my son-in-law was vetted by a competent assembly, and he passed the vetting and he was
that notwithstanding, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
I put it to you that you have a conflict of interest as far as the Meru County government leadership is concerned. Will I be right to say so?
No, you are not right.
You have produced a clip allegedly played at a Jorin Cheke forum. Was that a formal Jorin Cheke forum?
Actually, it wasn't.
I am asking, was it a formal Jorin Cheke forum or not?
I am saying it wasn't.
It wasn't. Yes. I am contented with that. I'll take that. You have said you are a veteran member of the Jorin Cheke.
Yes.
That's so?
Yes.
Can a Jorin Cheke, can an oath, as you have alleged it, be conducted in a forum other than a formal Jorin Cheke forum?
It can. If you are misled, you can do the same, and that's why we are saying as members of Jorin Cheke, we are going to cleanse the shrine because it was not done at the right time.
It was not done
at the right place.
At the right place.
Yes.
Therefore, a Jorin Cheke oath has to be done with their formalities to be followed before you administer an oath. Is that your evidence?
Yes, it is.
You said also that there need to be, one of the formalities is slaughter of an animal. Is that so?
I said there is.
Is that so? Is that so?
No, I am not going to accept that because.
My question is simple, Mr. Chairman.
I was specific.
Please listen to my question.
Yes.
Is it a prerequisite that for you to administer an oath, you have to play some things, including, which you said you cannot even say here because they are non-members, members who are not initiated to Jorin Cheke.
Yes.
You said includes slaughtering an animal.
Yes.
Was it that? Or you want to recant your evidence?
No, what I am saying is, I said the Kidiri oath thing. That is not Kidiri oath thing. It is an oath thing, but so not Kidiri.
How many oaths does Jorin Cheke have?
Jorin Cheke has 3.
Sorry?
It has 3.
It has 3?
Yes.
And the 3 are members required to slaughter an animal?
Not all of them.
Not all of them. Is there any that is conducted in presence of non-members?
No.
No.
Yes, unless even it's done.
Now, in that meeting, I want to ask you whether the meeting was composed of only the members of Jorin Cheke.
No.
No. And it's your statement that an oath can never be conducted in the presence of non-members.
It is.
It is your evidence that an oath has to be conducted in strict presence of members only.
Yes, by strict Jorin Cheke elders.
Yes, and anything conducted with presence of non-members is not an oath.
It is an oath. Because the ones which were used there.
No, Speaker, he's speaking from both sides of his mouth, saying this at the same time and saying it again. It is your evidence, Mr. Chairman, that anything conducted in presence of non-members is not an oath. That's what you've said right now. It's on record.
I did not say that. Why I'm saying I did not say that?
On record. It's on record anyway.
Maybe you got me wrong.
Therefore, you mean that an Jorincheke oath can be conducted in presence of non-members?
By wrongdoers, yes.
You are qualifying your answer. I want an unqualified answer. My question is simple, and don't be evasive. You are here to tell the truth.
Yeah.
My question is, can an oath, a perfect oath properly so called, of a Jorincheke, can it be conducted in presence of members not initiated into the group, what I'm calling non-members?
I have said no, but it happened that day.
That means if it happened, the same is not an oath.
It is.
And the conduct of the witness need to be noted, Honorable Speaker, for avoidance of that. As a member, as a seasoned member of Jorincheke, have you participated in the conducting of oaths before?
Yes.
You have conducted?
Yes.
Can an oath be taken in the absence of an accuser and the accused?
Yes, because that oath.
Or in other words, does an oath involve two parties?
Every oathing involves two parties.
Involve two parties.
Yes.
Now, in that particular oath, who are the two parties involved? Would I be right to say that the two parties involved was, according to you, was the County Assembly of Meru and the County Governor of Meru? Those are the two parties involved.
No, I am not saying that.
I am asking you, the parties involved in all this scenario of impeachment are two.
Yes.
One, who does the impeachment? Confirm it's the County Assembly of Meru.
Yeah, it's the County Assembly of
To
Meru.
impeach who? Confirm it's the County Governor of Meru.
Yeah, the County Governor of Meru.
Was the County Governor of Meru present in that oathing ceremony?
No, she was not.
She was not. She was not present. From the video that you played, I saw the presence of Deputy Governor. Is Deputy Governor a member of Jorincheke?
No.
He is not.
Yes.
I also saw a couple of children and ladies in that forum. That's so?
Yes.
Are they members of Jorincheke?
They are not.
Are they allowed to participate in an oathing ceremony?
No.
They are not. There's a video, there's a translation to that video that is appearing on the side, on the signs of the same, of the screen, sorry. Was that translation part of the video?
Which one now, in particular?
The English translation. The English translation you read, you indicated at the video. Was it part of the video, or it was translated thereafter?
It was part.
It was part?
Yes.
The translation is in which language?
In English.
It's in English. Were the elders speaking English?
That day?
Yes, that day.
Yeah, there are those who are speaking in English.
From their voices, were they speaking
no,
in
they
English?
were speaking in Khmeru.
You are speaking in Khmeru?
Yes.
Therefore, that translation has been, you had to get somebody to input it. Is that so?
I'm sure you're American, and you got...
I'm asking a question. That was not part of the original video.
It was, it was translation. And correct translation.
Please be mindful of time.
Yes.
Was that translation part of the video?
It was, because those were the ones which were used. It's only that it is in a different language.
Did they speak in two languages?
Who?
The statement on the video are in Khmeru. The translation is in English.
Yes.
Would I be right to say that that translation was done after the video was covered or was taken?
Maybe.
Maybe. I have heard the Honorable Speaker of the County Assembly speak of one Jacob Lintori, and Honorable Speaker, if we could get to that clip where the first one, where the County Assembly Speaker is making a statement. Speaking of one Lintori, however, your translation spoke of Mithika Lintori. Sorry, the Speaker spoke of Jacob Lintori as a kingpin, while your translation spoke of Mithika Lintori as a kingpin.
Yeah, I used those.
Did you translate verbatim? Did you have a verbatim translation of
Council,
the
which video are you referring to, so that we
the
pick it up and play it for
played.
you?
The first video that was played, that was video. KM7, I'm told it's KM7 by the Council for the Governor.
KM7.
Yeah. Please read the name in capital. That is, please confirm that the name you can see is Mithika Lintori. On your translation.
Mithika Lintori, yes.
Twembunge Meru watu tukaenda sauti yemwe
That is
na tutongere twi munene wetu witwa Mithika Lintori.
What did he say? What did he say?
Ni untu.
What did you can push up?
Inyang'ombe iteta
What did the governor say? Sorry, what did the speaker say?
That they will be led
by who?
By Mithika Lintori.
And what is written on the what is the name of the kingpin, the leader?
Mithika Lintori.
And confirm that the same is not Mithika Lintori.
So you are telling?
Confirm those are two different names.
I cannot confirm because I know him.
This is an interpreter who was interpreting verbatim what has been said. I cannot
confirm that I know him the way I know you.
Confirm that what is written there is Mithika Lintori and not Mithika Lintori.
It is.
It is.
Yes.
Therefore, that translation is not capturing the actual one stated by the speaker. It's different.
According to you, but
not according to even according to yourself.
According to me,
yes.
Mithika Lintori is the same as Mithika
Translation, verbatim translation. It is not a verbatim translation of what is being stated. Is it so?
Yes.
Very well. You said you were not allowed anywhere close to the gathering of Jorincheke. Is that so?
Not.
You said you would not go there. That was your...
Not in gathering, not in Jorincheke gathering.
Yes.
You see, there was a podium where the leaders were working on Mithika Lintori, if that's what you want to hear. Mithika Lintori.
You would not go closer to the... Despite you being the chairman or an official for quite a long time.
I think, if I can be right, you saw those people under uniform. And anybody who had no uniform could not reach where they were performing what they were doing.
Now, of all that conversation that we've had from the members, from Honorable Kiraitu Murongi and from other members, yes, have you had any word that you can point out to me making reference to removal of governor or impeachment of governor? Anyway, you can refer the technical persons to it, where they have mentioned removal of governor or they have mentioned impeachment of governor.
They have not mentioned.
They have not mentioned. I will take that. I will take that.
Don't be quick to take, because I should also add what I want to
You have
add.
answered my question, and so successfully. Now, what was the purpose of that function?
The purpose?
Yes. What was it meant?
Actually, it was announced through the local
What was the purpose of that function? Leave alone the announcement.
I am coming to the point.
No, mindful of time. We are here on a time constraint.
Honorable witness.
Yes, please.
Please answer the question.
Sorry, Speaker. Yeah.
Proceed, Council.
Very well, Mr. Speaker. And thank you. What was the purpose of that meeting?
The purpose was to plant trees.
The purpose was to plant trees.
Yes.
and was not a formal meeting of Jurin Cheke. Can you transact a Jurin Cheke meeting in a tree planting forum?
It happened that day.
It happened that day.
Yes.
But ideally, should it happen?
It should not.
It should happen.
Yes.
You said you were there briefly. How brief were you? Yeah?
Maybe, I think, an hour and 1.5 hours or 2 hours.
1.5 or 2
I cannot
hours.
be specific.
You can be specific.
Yes.
How long did the meeting take?
It took long because.
How long did it take?
Very many hours because
like how many hours? It took a whole day, it took 2 days, how long did it take? That's what I want to take.
It took around 7 hours.
Around 7 hours. Therefore, you only attended just a third.
Yes, I attended a third.
A third of that meeting.
Yes, but I followed everything because it was live.
Oh, you followed because it was live?
Yes.
That means much of what you are saying or what you're insinuating, you were not presently there when it occurred.
What is now much?
You were not there. You left after 1.5 hours or 2.5 hours, and it took over 7 hours.
Yes.
You were not there. You have spoken of, you have produced a clip where the former governor of Meru, Right Murongi, says that you will be our governor. Is that so? You will be our,
yeah.
He actually says in Swahili, wewe ni tegemeo.
When tegemeo, we are seeing you becoming the governor of Meru.
Did he say when you become the governor of Meru? Did he say whether it's now or in the future?
He did not.
He did not.
Yeah.
There is a statement that wewe ni tegemeo, which you have translated loosely to mean you are our leader. According to you, is that translation correct or incorrect?
It is correct.
What is a leader in Kiswahili?
Kiongozi.
Kiongozi.
Yeah.
And it's not tegemeo. What is tegemeo in Swahili?
Tegemeo in Swahili?
Yes.
It is tegemeo.
No, sorry, what is tegemeo in English, sorry? In English.
Huh?
What is tegemeo in English?
Tegemeo in English?
Yes.
Tegemeo in English is that...
is it being reliable?
We depend, or we can
being depended on?
Yeah, depend
or
on.
Being reliable?
Yes.
Confirm, therefore, according to your interpretation of that translation, that tegemeo does not mean a leader. Tegemeo does not mean leader in English.
But according to what was
I am asking a question. Please confirm, according to your just added translation, that the word tegemeo in Kiswahili does not mean leader in English.
Actually, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Yes.
Please now confirm that that was a wrong interpretation of the translation. Is that so? Being mindful of time again.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that video, you have spoken of sour milk. The second video that was played, Council.
Come again?
17? KM 17, video number 17.
Yes.
There's a reference to milk.
To?
To milk, sour milk, what you call to a sour milk.
Yes.
If the clip can be played for the interest of the honorable senators. There's an interpretation. The clip, kindly, if the same can be, so that I yield some minutes to my colleague to wipe.
Inyang'ombe iteta kunyoro jite nae.
The last clip. That's 17.
Ana vetu baratu kuthomithia bakara bwega irazima meru giteatea.
Once the honorable speaker.
Githira yale MCA ibe yabo ndekaire. Bure kirwa njara ne akoroba njuri ncheke.
But there's a reference to milk.
Githira chapter yetu. Araka MCA je ni puinde. Kambo ya kalono kap kidogo tokea antawamata. Open brother ame. Inyeta wa na ba. Bueno. Bate que kwa bueno no. Jeriete kane gorie. Nkawa.
For avoidance of wasting.
Yes. Tore akoroba meru. Okay, akwedhorea. Oe, okay, dherwa wato garotere. Wato ke akodhaimano toka wategerumi.
In other words, for avoidance of wasting time, Honorable Speaker, there was reference to milk, which was interpreted to be sour milk. Is there a difference between milk and sour milk?
Yes, there is.
In the clip, did they refer to as sour milk or they referred to milk?
I have not seen that one unless it is explained again.
Anyway, now I want to, among my parting shot, when did the conversation of impeachment of governor begin? When did that conversation begin?
It was after...
When did it begin?
It began after the function that was...
When was that function was on 14th of October.
Which function?
That function was on 14th of October.
Then what is your question?
I am asking, confirm that that function was on 14th of October.
Yes, it was.
Confirm that the conversation of impeachment began way in August or September.
No.
When was the motion? Do you know when the motion was tabled in the County Assembly?
No.
You can't tell?
I can't tell. I can't tell.
You can't tell when the motion was tabled?
Mm.
No. Have you read the motion itself?
Me?
Have you read the motion of impeachment against the governor?
No.
You have not read?
Yeah.
And I want to put to you that one of the grounds of impeachment includes misappropriation of public funds, usurpation of county powers of the statutory bodies. What does your evidence today answer to any of those charges that the governor has been charged to have committed?
No.
It doesn't address to those questions.
Yeah, because my affidavit is different from that one.
And it does not address the question of...
I think, Council, I think that is to the senators to decide. Really.
Very well, very well. I'm well guided, Honorable Speaker. You have stated that during Cheke elders, they are responsible for shaping the leadership of Meru.
Yes.
Is that so?
Yes.
And they have indeed shaped all the leadership of Meru. The election of leaders, they have informed, they have advised, they have shaped it. Is that so?
Actually, that one has not happened to this case that we have now.
Not the case. I am asking, in the past, they have shaped the leadership of Meru.
Yes, but
they have influenced the leadership of Meru.
Not influencing.
They have shaped it.
Yes.
Including that of the impugned governor. Including that, the leadership, the election of the governor who is being impeached.
No.
So,
no. The reason why I'm saying no, is because there is no time that we have sat down as in Cheke, either to advise the governor and our deputy.
Honorable Speaker, for the sake of time, I will yield a few minutes to my colleague, Mr. Morioki, to conclude.
Now, Council, cross-examine on different areas. Because I noticed with the other witness,
Mr. Speaker.
You actually cross-examine on areas that your colleague had covered. So if an area has been covered, just don't go back there.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honour Adrian.
Yes.
You indicated while standing there.
Yes.
That when an oath is administered, things are said which you cannot even speak in this Senate chamber. Is that correct?
I did not say that. What I said there are things which are used which I cannot say in this chamber.
Exactly. And in that video that you have seen, Can you point us to any of those things in the video?
Which ones?
The videos that have been played.
Yes.
Can you point us to any of those things that you have referred to?
No.
Thank you.
Only the ones.
Thank you. Bwana Adrian, you will agree with me that the word used there, musietio, means to swear, right?
Yes.
And the word, the proper Kimeru word for oath is muma, right?
Kushitia and Muma, they are the same. They are synonyms.
When Adrian, you said...
Council, you know, other than the senator from Meru, I think Mofaya, those are the only ones who understand Kimeru. If you start exchanging with the witness on Meru words, you know, you're basically leaving the Senate behind.
Mr. Speaker, I'm well guided.
Please.
Bwana Adrian, are you a registered voter?
Yes, I am.
Did you vote in the last election?
Yes, I voted.
To the best of your knowledge, is a governor installed by the Council of Elders or is a governor voted in by the voters?
The governor is voted in by the voters.
So your testimony that the Council of Elders installed a governor is just hearsay and information that cannot be relied on.
That's why I'm here to say that was wrong.
Thank you. When you look at your video, that you have played, what is the title of the video that is provided by the that you have provided by your council? Does it say tree planting?
Tree planting.
Thank you. Where did you say that event took place?
Chiru.
And you will agree with me that that place where the event took place is the main shrine of the Njorincheke Council of Elders.
Yes, it is.
It is in fact the headquarters.
Yes.
And you will agree with me that ordinarily or rather that you said yourself that an animal cannot be killed at the shrine.
Yes.
And it was also your testimony that oaths are administered when animals are killed, or animals have to be killed for an oath to be administered.
I cited one oath, that is Kediri in Kemeru.
You have testified that no elder, even the chairman, speaks on behalf of the council, right? No elder speaks on behalf of Njorincheke. That is what you said.
I said, you can speak as a leader. And then I said, in those days, there were no leaders. There were juries or the wise men who were the leaders of Njorincheke.
You said while standing there that even someone with a position like chairman does not speak on behalf of Njorincheke. That is what you said.
I think you got me wrong.
No, Council, I'm getting a bit uncomfortable. I wish you could cross-examine on areas that your colleague has not cross-examined on, because otherwise now you are basically you're starting as if your colleague hasn't done any work, because all those questions that you're asking are exactly what your colleague has asked, and answers have been provided.
Thank you, Mr.
Speak
Speaker.
on areas that have not been covered by your colleague so that we make progress.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm well guided. And Mr. Speaker, I'd like to request that the first video be played so that we point out some inconsistencies between the translations and the words that are spoken.
Na ntukwena arua akwenda kuga twe mbunge Meru batu tukaenda sauti emwe na tutongeretwi munene wetu witwa mthiko nturi nturi. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Ni untu inya ng'ombe iteta kunywa ruji nae.
Pause.
Kwa kenda Meru eta.
Did you hear that speaker ask a question? You had a question?
Yes.
Can you see any question on those translations?
The question mark is not there, but the statement is there.
Can you see any question there? That is the question I have asked.
That's why I'm saying it is only the question mark which is not there, but the statement is there.
The speaker speaks or talks about Meru progressing or Meru going ahead. Is that correct?
Yeah, and the cows being turned to.
Is that appearing anywhere on those captions?
Well, you see, I think it appeared on the first one, if I am not wrong.
Can we proceed with the video, please?
Kenda Meru eta mbere. Ana vetu bara tukuthomithia bakara bwega irazima Meru egite atia igwatanire. Ngithira yari MCA ibe yabonde kaire. Bure kirwa njara ya kuruba njuri ncheke tuendelia chapter yetu. Haraka MCA jeni puinde.
Pause.
Kambo ya kanono kambo kindogo watokea ndo mata. Kana ya muno.
Pause the video.
Baba tana aroma.
Mr. Witness, does the speaker say, or does the speaker ask for some people to come so that a hand of blessing may be laid on them?
Yes.
Does that appear anywhere in the translations?
Which one now? The one now.
The translation that you have provided.
That is not the translation.
Thank you. That is not the translation. Thank you.
I'm saying that is not the translation which you are asking. Unless if the video is replayed.
Mr. Adrian Aruyaro.
Yes.
The story that is being told by the speaker who is currently holding the mic right now, is it part of the Kimeru folklore? Or the general collection of the Kimeru culture and stories and what have you?
It is.
Thank
but
you.
It is referring,
Thank you.
It is referring to somebody.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, or rather, witness, you will agree with me that Article 11 of our Constitution recognizes culture as the foundation of our nation.
Yeah.
You will agree with me that there is no single illegal activity that has been shown in those videos.
No, because the whole thing took place.
Thank you. You will therefore agree with me that trying to paint the words of those speakers as anything other than what they were, a blessing and a culture of folklore being told, is an attempt to disparage the culture of the Meru people.
No, because I have not done that.
Mr. Speaker, that is all from me. I discharge the witness.
Thank you. Now, honorable senators, we have 5 minutes to seek any clarifications or questions.
Apologies, Mr. Speaker.
Or re-examination.
Yes.
Re-examination. Sorry,
Thank you.
Council.
Thank you. I'll take less than 4 minutes in re-exam. You have been told that several of those translations are inaccurate.
Yes.
Were you relying on the translations, or you are relying on your own understanding and of the Kimeru language being?
I was relying on my own understanding of the Kimeru language.
Did you correctly translate what was being said?
Yes.
You have also been told that that was a tree planting ceremony.
Yes.
Is that your testimony?
Actually, it was not, because in that clip, we have not seen anywhere where we planted trees.
Thank you very much. You have also been told that that could not have been an oathing ceremony because, number one, all elders were not present, that we had also non-members of Njori in that ceremony. Did you witness an oath being administered?
Yes.
Lastly, did you witness the deputy governor being installed as the governor of Meru?
Yes.
Did the elders in that clip have the blessing of the wider Njurincheke to administer the oath?
They don't, because Njurincheke does not crown a governor. A governor is voted. If Njurincheke has that powers, we could not have an electoral commission.
Honorable witness,
Yes,
just answer the question as asked by your counsel.
Yes.
Did they have blessings of
No.
the Njurincheke?
They did not have blessings
Yes.
of Njurincheke. That is all for this witness, Mr. Speaker, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable senators. We have 5 minutes to ask questions or clarifications. The Honorable Sharanke.
Mine is, Mr. Speaker, to the witness. Mr. Witness, you have told us that the Meru County Assembly was competent when they vetted your son-in-law who happens to be the chief officer.
Yes.
Is it competent now that it carried out the impeachment proceedings? Number two, in that meeting, was the word impeachment of a governor used? And number three, when were you appointed as the official of the Njurinjeke? And finally, Mr. Speaker, do you have an authority to speak on behalf of the Njurinjeke? And in that meeting, whether the cabinet secretary in charge of forestry and environment was present in that meeting? I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Proceed to respond to that question.
Yeah, may I start with the first word, where I talked about the competence of the county assembly. If the county assembly, I said it vetted my son-in-law, and he passed the vetting. About impeachment, I think these are two different things. Impeachment, there are rules and regulations about the impeachment, and also vetting. They are not the same, they are rules. So you cannot compare the vetting of my son-in-law to the impeachment of the governor. You have asked me about when I was elected, not unpicked, elected. I said this about 2 weeks ago, but I had other positions. I am the organizing secretary of my house, which is known by the name Ruadene Njurincheke House. So I have been a leader even before being given the position of a chairman of 3 sub-counties. The other question, please, Honorable Senator, can you come again? Because I did not
Was
write.
the CS in charge of forest and environment present in that meeting, in that tree planting meeting?
Yes, she was there. And what surprised us is a function being attended by a senior person like the CS for environment turned to be political, and it was a tree planting function.
Honorable Kavindu.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the witness. What does it exactly mean when the Njurinjeke group sits somebody on a seat and announces him does that mean that they have removed the current governor of Meru and sat another governor on the seat of Meru? What does it mean, and what impact does it have?
What it means, Njuricheke is powerful in our community, and anything that Njuricheke says is taken seriously. But Njuricheke has no mandate whatsoever to do that. Even though it happened on that day, it is not the stand of Njuricheke. Actually, because even if you do that, you cannot remove the incubating governor from our seat. It's only that you make people think that that thing will happen.
Now, honorable senators, we need to move to the next witness. You can stand down there. The counsel for the governor, kindly call your third witness.
Mr. Speaker, sir, our next witness is Dixon Monene. The witness shall be led by Ms. Brida Kemathi. Thank you.
So would you wish to take an oath of program? I'll take an oath. You take an oath. In that case, you read this text. What's your faith? I'm a Christian. Christian. You hold the Bible on your right hand. Take the oath. The speaker will call you to the oath. Okay.
Proceed.